Hello, guys. I guess me and Richard did a video on Star Force. Um, he missed a couple of points though, so I wanted to make a video on that on Star Force after he's done, so I can mark something that he probably could miss because it's a long one. So um, and I'll conclude with my Mudflood series, Mudflood documentary series. So I guess it's be okay. What else? I want to show you a couple of recent uh, pictures. By the way, we have a new fellow researcher who's researching creatures, gigantic creatures. I'll probably leave a link or show right now so people can see him. Let's see. Yes, unveiling the Titan. So he's talking about the mountain that he used to research. He used to walk there, and this mountain looks like an elephant. And this is a pretty good scientific type of research. He has comparison. He has coincidental evidence, and he's like talking about the structure of the animal and what we actually can observe on that mountain. So um, I'll leave you a link, or you can also Google him or search him Unveiling a Titan, and I left a link in my community feed, so you can also click it. Okay, the next one is the information about so-called ziggurat. I always wanted to check out some ziggurats, but still have no actual evidence except the ziggurat in Moscow, the mausoleum, so-called mausoleum. But this ziggurat is like located uh, 30 miles from Baghdad in Iraq. So who knows if we can really check it right now. It looks to be pretty much ruined, and it was occasionally found in 19th century, of course. So they were like walking around it for a couple thousand years and never found it, right? Only 19th century could help it. So they say it was like huge and looked from some type of bricks and some type of clay bricks. So they say it like 60 meters high, which is like, well, you multiply it in inches or feet. So it's like 24-story building in contemporary times. Um, what we now can see is just the remains of ruins of the inside tower. The inside tower. So Zikret Dur Kuri Galzu was destroyed with the city itself after its seizure in 12th century before the modern era, or before the Christ, whatever. So they also have this picture from Library of Congress. It looks pretty much the same. Sorry, it's my cats. um, so they look pretty much the same as what we see here, but from the aerial view. And also we can ask where's the entrance here, or maybe some internal rooms. So the answer is clear. The officials say that they didn't have any. So it's like those those structures didn't have any interior except the top uh, top uh, top tower, right? So only the top tower had the interior, or the inside had no interior at all. So it just was a useless construction, just to be as high as you can be and observe whatever you can observe from there. I don't know, maybe the stars, as they say, or maybe it was just for the elites um, the influence of the elite idea, the elite paradigm to reach the stars, to reach the heaven, whatever. So what they were using it for, we don't know. So the officials say, at least, that we don't know. But my paradigm is that it was used just the same as the Babylon Tower. They were trying to reach the stars, but they eventually quit this construction because it was, probably stupid, because you cannot reach the stars, and they just stopped at certain point. That's why they had so many ziggurats in that days in Babylon times, and the Babylon Tower itself was in a different place, so that's why it's not as tall as the Babylon Tower. Okay, the Saddam Hussein wanted to reconstruct, and he made some type of the first step of this zigguratic pyramid construction. Well, it looks pretty much the same as what they paint in the paintings, but no one actually has the proof that it looked this way. Also, we can see some type of holes or something, and some type of levels which can lead us to that it was concrete type of construction, and because it has the connection in these parallel lines with all those brick mass above it. Um, it was pretty much destroyed, but the archaeologist said that it was pretty good condition anyways. So they observed it in the 19th century, and the lower part of this ziggurat was only unearthed in 1940s. Just imagine how buried it was. Like, this is the lower, and they unearthed it, so all this area was buried. So just imagine how many resources did they spend. So it's like Saddam Hussein deal. He was planning to do that, and so this is what he was trying to do. Okay, just think about it. Another interesting pictures here. We have some type of a story which was like she was traveling. This girl was traveling through Italy and with her friend, and also they like to hike around and check out what is not the ordinary tourist lines and all this stuff. So I hope um, I hope you can understand what I'm saying. So they like don't like the tourist way, and they found this abandoned so-called palace. They say it was a palace of Medici, and looks very nice. I think all this symbolism is also here. Uh, brick bricks, I think, are inside of this, and this is just a decoration from outside. What we see, this is the way it looks. So probably the tower is from the bricks itself. Looks very nice, and those devices on top also, um, and the watch, of course, are very splendid. So it has like all these interiors still left. The ceilings are very nice. Uh, some rooms look like Arabic rooms, so it could be like the whole one hall is Arabic, another hall is like I was shown in one of mansions in Moscow, when they have Egyptian and Masonic rooms and all this stuff, and Greek rooms and Roman rooms, so-called Roman rooms. And also here we have also these Arabian style. Probably somebody from the Middle East was living here. Who knows? Very, very interesting. And also some Christian symbolism in some rooms, so probably some praying or whatever was done here. Equal crosses, which could not be which could be not Christian, because we were talking about it with Victor Bugge in the previous chat. Check it out, by the way. It's long, but it's interesting. You can watch it by part on just or speed up the speed of the chat by several points, and you keep it faster. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I don't know it's fake or not, but it's very interesting. Also, I have an interview with the guy who called himself deputy head of Semipalatinsk nuclear testing site, which was in Soviet Union. This kind of reminded me about it, so I have this video, like 50-minute video, and I could translate it if you really want to know what we're talking about. Like 20 minutes is about nuclear testing, and the rest is just about everything. So I don't think it's very interesting. But the first part is about nuclear testing, and it kind of refers to what we were talking about like a couple of years ago about what is fake or what is not. So this is what it's really looking like. My father was also having his army time there for 2 years. Okay, this is another very nice example of the undergrounds near the Kremlin. So it's like 500 meters or something like this. Also was found not very long ago, and it's on the place of some trader's house, some merchant's house, but it has interesting details. As you can see, we have windows which are right now bricked up, and this is like 10 meters deep, guys. This is 10 meters deep. So it's like, uh, how can you explain it? All the skeptics, they had windows 10 meters deep, and this is very amazing. All those arch ceilings. Of course, they say that it could be used as a production or warfare house, or maybe wine storage or whatever. But who knows? This is actually the top of it. On the top, we have this house, which was used for trading, and maybe somebody even was having some offices here or whatever. And this is what is above it. Oh, underneath it. So the windows are buried, and all this stuff is very interesting. So at least if that was a window, it's now buried like 3 to 5 meters buried. So how can you explain it? And we see the bricks are different from the original construction. Is this the same as what we have in Solanka near the street? That it's just huge undergrounds. Moscow is famous for this undergrounds, but this is just, a very good example. Looks pretty much the same as what I've been showing in one of the cafes. So it's like another city. It's near Volga River, the Saratov. We have this strange house of probably 19th century, as what they say in this report, and it has like the bomb evacuation underneath, and it's like the basement plan of this bomb evacuation underneath the house. It's like stairs here, and it's a couple of rooms, different purpose. So you can stay here for if you have a war or something, nuclear maybe war, who knows. It has like all this passport, so it's like a bunker for second category bunker. It has all this. It's like 88 square meters of where you can live. It's 103 meters of where you can be. 222 cubic meters is the volume of the place. Its capacity is 150 persons. So of course it was probably reconstructed basement of some old building. As we can see, it was an old building and above it, and so probably it's the basement, as what the officials could say. Yes, they managed to implement this bunker infrastructure inside, so it could be, closing, hermetic, how do you call it, hermetic doors or whatever. So probably it can even keep them for very long, all those 150 people, maybe for a week or something. But what I see here, this is the old windows of the previous construction, which probably is built and buried underneath this structure. The windows are also bricked up. So we also cannot explain this. Also another window here. Another window here. Probably some old construction with some buried. And this is just the windows of the previous construction. They use it for communications and stuff like this. Just not for not making holes, they use those windows and doors, which are right now buried. Right now. Okay. Let's hope that everything was okay. And it was a short one, guys. So thanks a lot for watching and see you later. Bye.